Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the All the Mods to the Sky chilled episode, or chilled let's play, whatever, it's chilled, that's what it is. In the previous episode we had a bit of a shorter episode as we constructed this little mob grinding, mob masher, mob farm that we built in Overworld. We built one here in the Nether in the hopes that we'll get some wither skulls, and to be honest we've gotten 3 wither skull fragments. So we might have to build another one of these, but I think I'll just do it off camera. I'm not going to get into that today because that's not what I want to do. No. In today's episode, I want to tackle AE2. But before we do that, I need to also show you guys that I did a bunch of things. I added more of the different gears, the ones we can craft already. I added those. I also left some room for the final few, which is the uranite and all the modium ones, all the modium, vibranium, and unobtainium. And I need to say that it's currently raining here, so if you hear the rain in the background, I do apologize, but I have to get this episode recorded, so hopefully it's not too bad. And then something also to note is that I did go ahead and I changed up this to accommodate all the new drawers, added some more drawers, tidied this up, and I worked a little bit on this. I removed this forge for now. It's currently in here, or the foundry, so we will assemble it when we need it again. But then also I tidied up our whole, what are these cobble gen blocks, so they in a bit of a neater area and all tucked in this corner. I did upgrade our controllers, our ME controllers, so I made it a bit bigger, and I hit the little storage drawer around the corner for now. And then I sorted out this storage over here. I also added some more compacting drawers up here. So a lot of the things are a bit more sorted, and it's the boring stuff that I did. Also have some storage back here. So now we can, most of the time, just dump things in here, and it shouldn't be a problem. So we don't have to run towards a specific drawer and stuff like that. These things are still things I need to sort out, so I will get to those between episodes, but apart from that, everything's looking kind of neat. I did sort out this barrel as well, but I will have to connect it to the system. Another thing I did was all of those compacting drawers, some of those items are needed in, let me see, I think it's this pulsating black hole. Well, we're going to need a bunch of those for the ultimate singularities, but I think it's part of the pulsating black hole. Yeah, see, we need 5 times compressed of all of these blocks, and also 7 times compressed of the cobble. So all the items from those little generators, I have them pumping into these barrels over here. They are limited to the amount that you see in there, because I don't think we'll ever need more of that to craft anything. But then the extras all go into this barrel that has itself an advanced compacting upgrade, which slowly compacts the blocks we need until we have what we want. So we already have a 6 times compressed cobblestone, so we just have to go one more to get to that 7 times compressed cobblestone. Redstone, gold, and iron. I dumped a few in here manually. Like you can see, I haven't dumped any gold. But once we have all of this sorted, I will start piping those in there as well. But we are slowly working towards that All the Mod star. Also note back there, we've got ourselves a really big, lava farm at the moment. We just have a bunch of crucibles hooked up or put on top of some heating, superheating elements. There we go. And they've just been creating some lava that we've been storing them in tanks, but recently we started using all of them to make some more endstone and some more obsidian. So we do have a little lava farm which we can use if need be. But for today's episode, I want to see if I can work on a ton of AE2 things. I would like to have wireless access to our storage network. I want to work on solving our little Certus crystal problems and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on a ton of the AE2 stuff that you see right over here, which I'm pretty excited about. I do like the AE2 mod. I want to get to, well, I want to familiarize myself with it a lot more. So pretty excited. We're going to look into some automatic crafting, which is something I played around with in creative a bit, but I'm not really familiar with how it all works and comes together in the long run. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to look at some of this condensed stuff, this hypercondensed matter and stuff like that, so we can get to our little wireless terminals, which I note now you don't need it for the wireless terminal, but nonetheless we're gonna go get into those. And if we need to get into some of these, we will get into that as well. But the main goal, well, just getting some auto crafting going, and maybe we should then attempt to auto craft some of the storage cells. So if we need a 256 one, then we can just call for the materials. So that's it, AE2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list a bunch of the materials and stuff, or a bunch of the recipes on a little hotbar over here, and then we can jump straight into it. Okay, so it's time for us to jump straight into it. And the first thing I want to automate is Certus quartz crystals, because currently we're sifting for these and we can get them quite easily, I guess, by just continuing to sift. But why not add them to our little ore production? So to do that, we need to make ourselves a flawless budding Certus quartz crystal. And to do that, we're going to need ourselves a crystal fixer. And this is the true part where the grinding starts, because to make this little contraption, we're going to need quartz fiber, which we have. We're going to need Certus quartz crystals, which we have. But we're also going to need an extended machine frame and then a crystal assembler as well. And I do believe both of these require the extended machine frame. And that's the hard part. We need to get intro infused ingots. So to get intro infused ingots, we can either make it in the crystal assembler again, or we can make it in what is called the reaction chamber. So we're going to have to make a reaction chamber as well. And to make a reaction chamber, we're going to have to start over here. So we're going to need fluix dust, glowstone dust. We're going to need a matter condenser, which is not too hard. Now went out. And we need to get a vibration chamber, which I don't know if we already have one, because I know we had to make one in the past. Or am I thinking of a different time I played a different pack? Could be, could also be, but let's just check the AE2 things. Yeah, see, we've got some AE2 stuff still down here, but no. Okay, so let's start with that. So reaction chamber, we've got everything. Let's make a vibration chamber. We're going to have to make one furnace. Then we're going to have to make an energy acceptor. And now we can make the vibration chamber, which allows us to make... Well, not yet. We need a matter condenser. We're going to need one bucket. And there we have it. Reaction chamber. So the reaction chamber we're going to use to make the intro infused ingots. So now that we have those, we need to get intro dust. And to get intro dust, we're going to have to go all the way and make ourselves some intro seeds. Intro seeds, we've got everything, but we need some ender dust. So to get ender dust, we're going to nab a bunch of ender pearls. Yep. Let's just take 2 stacks. I don't even know if 2 stacks... I think 2 stacks is going to be too much, but that's fine. And then we're just going to take an inscriber. We're going to just plonk it down over here for now. Yeah, that should work. Do we have some upgrade cards? Speed upgrades, yeah. Let's chuck those in there as well. Get that going. I guess we can put down the second one as well. Just temporarily. Do that. Do that. There we go. It's going quite fast now. 14, 15, 16. So, okay. We've got those, and now we can make ourselves intro seeds. I don't know how many we're going to need. 4, I guess. And then the intro seeds, let's just quickly see where on the quest menu is that. Oh, that's not even there. Building tips. Could be there. Basic storage. No. Basic tools. No. It might be down here somewhere. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, well, we're not going to go through that. We're going to stick to the AE2. Let's not get distracted. And then these we take and we place them on top of a fluix block. This isn't a crystal assembler, but I do believe we can just click a fluix block. Yeah, right-click a fluix block in a world with intro seeds, and the fluix block will be turned into a budding intro, whatever that word is, fluix. So let's craft ourselves some of this. And I think let's make 2. And what I'm going to do is, because this is the thing, it doesn't last. It does break after a while. So we're going to do this. And we're going to allow it to grow, because now what's happening is it's growing on all the sides. Oh, they're all grown. They are. 5. And I think it actually only gives 1 per side. Are they all grown again? Yeah, see, there it's over. It didn't allow us to get more there, which I guess is fine. I guess it's fine, and that returns as a Certus quartz block, which is not the worst thing that could happen. So I'm not really sure how many of these we're going to need, but I think we should maybe do all the seeds, which means we're going to have to make 2 more flux blocks. So let's quickly do that while that one grows. How do we do this? We said this one, this one, this one, and we want 2 more blocks. Like the other day, I actually played in a different mod pack in my create world, and running was so slow because I didn't have the speed of Apotheosis. Okay, let's just do that again. We're already up to 19, but I think what we can do is we can actually go and just chuck those into the inscriber salon so they can get crushed. Oh, this one actually only grew that little bit. Interesting. Well, then we might as well wait for it. So we were pretty lucky on the first 2 to give us 2 full sides. Yeah, we were. Okay, cool. So we've got those, and now all of these we can actually crush down. I did see someone recommend that we maybe keep some of these safe, because we can duplicate them later on. So let's do that and that. And that's slowly going to become, turn into intro dust. Now, we can put down the reaction chamber so long, but I do believe the reaction chamber actually requires water. We have a sink over there. So I'm going to put it over here. Grab these. And then we need to turn those into... No, that's the wrong recipe. We can take that recipe off. Intro crystals. So we need 32 gold, 32 lapis. Oh, or we could just chuck them into water. That's a 1-to-1. Yeah, let's do that, because I don't think we have 32. We don't. No. So we're going to use the 1-to-1. Okay, we crafted something that we might not even need. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, I really hope you guys can hear, because the rain is insane. So golden lapis. So we're going to do gold. We're going to do a lapis. And then we've got water over... Well, we've got water all over, I guess. So we need to do 21 of those. 1, 2, 3. 21 of those. 1, 2, 3. So if I do that. There we go. So we got 21 intro infused ingots, which means we can craft 2 of these. Let's do 1 more. Sorry about that. Then we need to make ourselves a crystal fixer, which we make in a crystal assembler. So we first need to make a crystal assembler, which we need glass cables, which I have some in my inventory. Okay, so we need crystal assembler. Why doesn't it pick those up? Anyway, we'll figure that out now. We need 1 of those. We need 1 of these. I think we have 1 of those in here. No, man. Yeah, there we go. Do we have anything else in here that we can use, maybe? No. So we just need 1 of those. Oh, man. I can't wait to, like, really jump into this auto crafting thing to see how it works. Because if that's going to make life a whole lot easier, that would be cool. Now it requires us to do this. Oh, we have that. Okay, so we have the crystal assembler. And we're just going to plonk that down over there as well. And now to make the crystal or the crystal fixer, we're going to need 4 charge inserters. Extended machine frame. So 4 charged inserters. Can we just remove that? 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the other one? No, this one. And 2 quartz fiber. That's running, and I do believe we have those. Oh, wow, that went fast. And then we have our crystal fixer. And now how the crystal fixer is going to work, so we've done that one. We've done that, done that. We need to put a flawed budding Certus crystal thing in there with some charged Certus quartz to give us a flawless budding Certus blah, blah, blah. Okay, blah, 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 blah. So can I chuck this on there? It is online. So do we need to make one of those? And I think the whole time to make it, you just chuck. Yeah, so we're going to have to make 2 blocks of Certus. Because we need to make 2 of those. And then we're just going to chuck a bunch of charged in there with it. Like so. So if we do those 2 and just that, it should just repair it all the way up, I think. See, now it's flawed. We've got 2 flawed and we have to get it all the way to flawless. So if we put 2 flawed in there. And how does this work? It does not have power. Can we just grab power and root power to it real quick? I thought it had power. Do we have power down here? Okay, maybe we should grab this. Let's go put it closer to an actual power source. I need to get into a flux network as well. Is that how that works? Oh, it's got a 5% success chance. Let's quickly... No, not that. I want to see how this works. ME crystal fixers can repair budding Certus blocks and turn it into an upgraded one. Oh, I see. So you place the block on top. And it only has a 5% chance to work. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. So what I think we need to... Because I don't know... Do we have a silk touch on here? We don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this power. And this power. And just wait for them to lose their charge. Because we want to repair them, but we also don't want them to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually think we're going to do this over here. Because we have 4 of those, and we want to add the Certus block, so we're going to need to do that over here. Okay. Whoa, that gave me such a fright. That gave me such a fright. Whew. We're just going to make this monstrosity of a thing. I promise it's not going to be permanent. It's just a temporary little thing. Okay, so we can take hovering off. So that's powered. We can put that over there, and we can put that in there. Is that doing something? It looks like it's doing something. So it repairs it. Oh, there we go. We've got a flawless one. Okay. Now we can remove this and this. And then add this one over here and do the whole process again. Because I see it only has a 5% chance to upgrade it. So now it's on like 150%. Let's just see. So I guess it takes some time. Okay, well, while that takes time, I wonder if we shouldn't maybe grab this. Let's just grab my wrench. This one and this one. Ooh, I didn't want that. I didn't want this yet. Sorry. Oh, okay, it's still flawed. It's still fine. So we'll do that one up there. Okay, let's go grab some modular routers and stuff like that. So we're going to need modular routers. I think they're all still down here. We're going to need 2 mining modules. We're going to need... No, we're going to need 4 because it's 2-sided. 4 of those. 4 of those. We're going to need... Just grab all of this. Grab all of that. We might have to take blanks because we don't have any mufflers. And we're going to have to maybe take those. Okay, cool. Grab those. Has that been... That's also been upgraded to flawless. That's grand. Now we can rip out this one. Like that. We've got all of those. We can then go ahead and add that then there. That one's not connecting because we have to do that. And this one was not connecting because we have to... It's very finicky about how it picks up power or how you place it. Like that. So they're growing. We can have modular routers on both sides. And I hope this is still in range of the whole deposit system. Like that. Oh, those we don't even have mining modules in yet. So then we're going to have to do mining modules. So we're going to say those. We're just going to say up, match by... It shouldn't be by block. Is it really by block? That's weird. Okay, well, maybe that's right. I don't know. We're just going to say Certus quartz crystals. Yeah, just the normal ones. Say up, whitelist, that's it. And then we're going to change these because 2 of them need to be down. So this one's going to be down. This one's going to be up. And then on this side as well, it's going to be up and down. Okay, it's going to be redstone. I think it's redstone high. Redstone high, redstone high, redstone high, redstone high. And then we need our sender modules because we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. And they need to send items over. here, I guess. Like so and so. Now the question's just, why are you not breaking things? Oh, I think what it needs to be is, it needs to be this Certus Quartz cluster. So if I say C, it needs to be Certus Quartz cluster. Yeah, there we go. So this one is also, we have to say C, Certus Quartz cluster. And then the same on this side. Cluster. No, over here, and we have to say cluster. So now it will be breaking it. And will it be sending items? Why are you not sending items? That's weird. Because it breaks those. It is up. It is matched by block. Certus Quartz cluster. Whitelist. Oh, we don't have power there. That's why. Okay, cool. But that's basically it. I do notice it's not taking the items out of the system. So what I do think we need to do is maybe have a little secondary barrel over here for the Certus Quartz, which those items put into the barrel. And from the barrel, it will just pipe it all towards the system over here, because we have storage for that hidden behind this door over here. So that is something we need to do. So I'm going to grab a barrel, and I'm just going to do that because that's not something I think we need to keep in the video, because it's literally going to be the same. I'm just going to place a barrel, just put it into that. So yeah, I'm going to sort that out, power this all correctly, and just fix everything that I broke downstairs. So just like that, we can see that the factory is working, or the farm's working, because we went up from 1,000 to 3,500 Certus Quartz. Okay, hello there, friend. I might actually buy the coral and the cabbage seeds, just because I don't know if I have the cabbage seeds. But if I do this, let's just grab the corals and the cabbage seed, and we will just get rid of this guy. Whoop. Let's just get rid of them. Get out of here. Okay, cool. So that's sorted. Now, the next thing I need to automate is Certus Quartz dust. And what we're going to do, we're going to use an extractor for that. We do have most of these items. The fluid port might be one we need. It doesn't really matter which one you use. We just need to make 2 of those. We're going to need 2 item extractors, I guess. Like so, because if we take one of these and we say recipe, you can see with the fluid extractor, if we have water at the bottom, we have our flawless crystal, and then the extractor, it will output every 15 seconds, it will output 1 Certus Quartz to the block above. So what I've been doing while we've been doing that over there, I have been growing these. That one is still flawed. That one's flawless. So this one's taking quite a sweet time to get converted. Because technically what we can do now is we're going to take this, we're going to put that right up there. And that should output to that chest once we get water underneath it. I don't want to just put water underneath it and we flood everything down there. I guess we won't. So if I were to put water there, we can see that's working. No. We can see that's working. Is it outputting? That's the question. It is. And that automatically gets sent over here. And then from here, we can just go down here and just add this to the filter as well. And now that slowly makes its way into our storage system as well. So this might not be the fastest way, but at least we're getting some passively generated. Okay, so that's converted as well. So we can add another bucket of water right over there. We can fill this spot in, rip this thing out. And we can rip that part out. And now if we do that, we should at least get 2 every 30 seconds. Okay, so we've done that as well. And now we've got those 2 resources automated, I guess. Let's quickly see. We've got 1,447. So we can just keep an eye on that as time progresses. But that thing, that's sorted. That's the next thing done. My inventory, however, is such a mess. I did add some of the like muffler upgrades to that system over there. So with that, we've automated those. So that's all done. We can take that one off. That's just there because I need to start working the direction of that. But the next thing I need to really look into is maybe some wireless terminals. Because I would like to be able to access my entire system wirelessly. So I think what we need to do is maybe grab this little quest next. So if we add that to there, and then also a wireless booster, that's one thing. We're going to have to create a wireless terminal, but we will turn that into a wireless crafting terminal. So that's not a problem. But I think before we do that, we should maybe make some matter balls. Oh, I made that earlier to craft something else. What did I make this for? What do you use it for? Oh, the reaction chamber. Okay. And then to make the matter balls, we're just going to use water. So we will also make ourselves a sink again. There we go. And let's jump into that. So I first want to do that because the matter balls take some time to make. So let's do a sink. Do we have a bucket? We do have a bucket. Let's grab one over here. Grab some water. Make ourselves this little sink. So we've got that. And then make ourselves another matter condenser. And then I think we should maybe we can just place it up here. I think so. If we just then tap into the power here, will we get power for it? I guess is my question. Let's just grab some of our... I actually want to start using the smart cables a bit more. So if I were to put the condenser right there, it doesn't connect. Do we need to connect that to a normal cable? Oh. Does this need like an import bus or something? Anyway, we need to change this to singularities. Isn't it? Well, I guess we need to make matter ball first. So let's make matter balls first. Then we're going to have our water. I'm going to rip this out again because it's not doing what I want it to do. And I'm rather going to have the kitchen sink because it's ugly at the back over here. We're going to need our wrench. We're going to need some fluid pipes. And we're just going to pipe water into this thing continuously. Okay. Because water will be the thing that we put in there. But we need to give it a drive as well. And I think we've got a 16 over here. We do have a 16K drive. So if we chuck a 16K drive in there, that's now filling up. Because I do believe a 16K drive is enough to make ourselves matter balls. Let's quickly see. Matter. Wow, this rain by us is insane. Okay, but matter balls. Yeah, so any of those will be enough for a matter ball. Because it's 256 per item into matter balls. Yeah, there we've got one already. So that's more than enough. But to make the singularity, is it singularities? These things? We need at least... Oh, you can do that in a reaction chamber as well. But you can do it in a matter condenser directly, but you need a 64K drive. Which is not a problem. So I think what we need to do is we should maybe add a second matter condenser. And then what I also want to do is I want to grab a pipe upgrade. Because now we can do this. We add a second matter condenser. But if we do a netherite pipe upgrade, this should go... Yeah, look at that go. That goes so much faster. But now, here's the question. If we do this... and add another... No, man. Upgrade in there. Does that go even faster? Oh, that is instant. Oh. Yeah, look at that go. And this one's going to be singularities. Okay. But there we go. We've just finished this quest over here. We got some of those items. Now we need to get ourselves a singularity, which again, in this chamber, we can just dump things, but we need a 64K drive at least. And to make a 64K drive, now we need to do some math. So to make a 64K drive, we're going to need 3 16K drives. Correct? Let's just see. So if we go 64K, see, this is where we should be automating the production of this. Yeah, we're going to need 3 16s, which is fine. And each 16 requires 3 4s. So times that by... Let me now think. So each 16 requires... Oh, my math. You have to times it by 3. Because a 64 is 3 16s and each 16 is 3. So you just times that by 3 again. And in each of that 9 is times 3 again. So 27 1K drives, I think. Let's see if we can... Let's see how right we are. I just hope we can make 27. That will be a start. Okay, we can make 27 of those. Now we need to go and make all of those. So 9. And then those turn into 3. And that turns into a 64. Okay, so I didn't math too bad. And if we do that... Yeah, that starts to fill up, and that is how we're going to get ourselves one of these singularity or hypercondensed... Is it? No, it's called the singularity. Okay, perfect. So we've got that. That we can make, not a problem. Let's quickly go grab some gunpowder. 2 should be more than enough. I don't think we're going to need more than 1 tiny TNT. There we go. And that is for a future quest. So that's going to be that quest. So the next one we're going to do while all of this happens, we're going to jump into the ME wireless terminal. So what did we need there? I didn't even look. Quartz fiber and a ender pearl. So let's just grab some quartz fiber out of my inventory. Let's turn one of these into... Is that now going to be the very last recipe on you? There we go. Okay, we're going to have to grab our inscriber. Is it? That's not down there anymore. We're going to have to grab inscriber, place that down there, grab some of our fluix. Chuck that in there. And while that goes, maybe we can make some more fluix real quick. Let's just take this search off. So fluix is charged. Let's do 2 stacks. 2 stacks of charged. 2 stacks of redstone. And there's a 2 stacks of quartz, I do believe. And then we're just going to break this. Come on. I'm sure there's a way to make this a lot faster as well. Or to automate it, and we'll get around to automating all of this. That is the goal in the long run. Turn this pool into one of those. Okay, from there we need to make this thing. Then we need to make this, which is the ME wireless access controller. So that's done. We need to maybe make some boosters for that. What exactly do these boost? Okay, used to increase the range of the wireless access point. Okay, does it say how much? No, it doesn't. So let's just make another 2. Why not? Then we're going to have to see where we are now. Okay, so we've got those 2 done. So we've got the wireless capability set up. And I do believe we can... Oh, that gave me such a fright. Maybe we can rip out this so we can just see a bit better. We add our little wireless thing over there. Let's add our boost cards. Oh, so it's now 16-meter range, 24 blocks. Yeah, I think we need to upgrade that. Let's add a bit more. No, not that one. Those. Can we do like that? So it's 8 cards in total. 38. Okay, perfect. Now the next thing we need to do is, so now that we have those done, we can do just the wireless terminal and then the crafting terminal. So wireless terminal, we're going to need another one of those. Just one more of those. Let's see if we can get this going. Grab some of that. No, we can take that off. There we go. We're going to need a dense energy cell, which I don't know if we have one maybe in here. We do have a dense energy cell. We also need to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to use this one now. Can I put this down there? Yeah, it's just so it provides a bit more, because if the machine needs to dip, then we don't want it to dip too low. So, oh, we need quartz glass. Grab a whole stack of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did we run out of? Oh. Because we need 8 of these. There we go. Dense energy cell. That gives us a wireless terminal, which we can then charge over here because it's the only charging point at the moment. Okay. Okay, it's not linked. So now we need to go in here. We're going to chuck that in there. And now we can see our inventory. So we can see every single thing in our storage system all the way over here, please. Oh, out of range. Okay, we're going to have to upgrade it a bit more. Or we have to look at interdimensional access. But I mean, that's a start. So now that we have that, can we use this to turn this into a crafting interface, please? Where's the use button? And we want to turn that into crafting. And I can't believe it loses charge. But now we can have this over here. Let's just see. Let's just chuck some of these things back in there. If we open this, oh, it's not linked. I don't know why I expected to keep its link and stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous. There we go. So now we can actually craft on the fly, which I'm pretty excited about. So we've got another quest completed over here. And I do believe this is the one for Infinite Booster. I'm not writing that. Okay, it's the Toy Story line. The AE Infinity Booster add-on provides 2 bespoke wireless boosters, allowing for infinite connectivity range with optional cross-dimensional support. We need a Nether star. We're not there yet. So we're not going to do that for now, but this is a good start. We've got the whole little crafting over a long distance area thing sorted. I do want to grab this and see if we can maybe not make 2 more. I don't know how many we can put in there. Let's see. 57 meters. It's a lot better. If we can reach this corner back here, then we're sorted for now, because I do think this is the furthest corner. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine for now. So that solves that entire problem, which I'm pretty excited about. And now I just need to clear my inventory. We do have our singularity though, so we can maybe go look at that real fast. Because now we just need to take that and some ender dust. Grab ourselves some ender dust. So it's that, this, and this. And then a flint and steel. I do think I have one in my, yeah, backpack. So now let's go find a place we don't mind to destroy. Let's go up here. And if we place this down and chuck this and this with it, and we do this, we have some quantum entangled singularities, and that is another one of the quests done. So that brings us to that one completed. And now what we need to do is we need to make 16 ME quantum rings and 2 ME quantum link chambers. I don't really know if it's necessary for us to do this, but for the quest's sake, we're going to do this. Can we link them in the dimension? Could this be a way to maybe link to the nether dimension faster or easier? Maybe. Let's just quickly see, we need 16 of those and 2 of those. Okay. Let's see. Can we make those? So we need 2 of these. So we need 8 of these. Okay, let's quickly make those 2. Another one, please. Then we need 16 of these. Which means we need 16. No. How many do you get per craft? Oh, 1. Oh, okay, that's a bit rough. I just want to grab some more. I don't know if we're going to need string for the dense cables. Okay, let's quickly see again. Oh, so we need more of the crushy crush bits. Can we... Where are they? There they are. Let's just crush a bit more. Because now we need 16 of those. Let's just see how many you get if you craft 1. Okay, let's just do dense cables. So normal smart cables, 4 of them become dense cables. Okay. I also brought these along so we can make more smart cables, I guess. But let's just use... How do I make those? It's just wool and normal flux. Okay, let's do those first. Let's do a stack of those and a stack of those. Like that. And then those we can do that. Dense cables. Oh, smart ones. How do you make the dense smart ones? Use. Oh, there we go. That's recipe. Okay, smart cables like that. Yeah, it's 1-to-1. And I need 16. We already have 4, so we need 12 more of these. Nice. Okay, so 12 more of these. Had to put those in there, forgot. So that's 15, 16. Okay, and then we do those. Oh. What are we short? Oh, now we're short the processor. We're short the light blue one. Oh, this is... See, that's why I want to automate the crafting of these as well. Oh, no, we need more logics. So it's the gold, redstone, and silicone press. So... do we have more of those gold processors? We do not. We can use the crystal chamber. Can we use the circuit slicer? Okay, let's just do this. Inscriber logic. Logic. Oh, we do have those. So we need to make some of... No. We need to make some of these. So we require that. Silicone. Do we have 2 stacks? We do. And then do we have redstone? Okay, cool. So that. Now we just need to... Well, I wish I could make this faster. I'm sure you can. That. And now we just need to wait until we get enough of these, I guess. We need some more. Because that's the process I really want to automate. Oh, I don't know. I forgot I had to maybe do this. Okay, cool. So we've got those as well. The quantum ring, the quantum link, and the quantum entangled singularity. And I do believe you put this in like a weird square shape. The quantum bridge card is an alternate method to get wireless interdimensional access to your applied energistic system. You will need a quantum bridge connected at your base and a quantum bridge card in your terminal. These tunnels are then bound together with a quantum entangled singularity to gain access wherever you go. Okay, so we need to make one of these. Oh, and that requires another 4. And another link chamber. It never ends. Never ends. Okay, I guess let's just chuck those in there. Yes, so it can finish. So we need another 4 of these. So we need another 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't we have more cables? Now we need more cables as well. So we're going to need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just chuck that back there. Like the crafting rabbit hole's really real. And we're going to need another one of these, which means we need another 4 ender pearls. And we don't. We only have 2. So now we need another ender pearl. I need to really sort out the storage for the mob farm as well. Because currently I have to fly there. I can't access that remotely like I can access the ores. So that's something I might actually do between episodes as well. Just get that going. So we don't have to do the flying around. Because I think a lot of time is lost now on us flying around. Where's this? We need one of these. Okay. And then we need this card. Which now it says I'm missing that. Do I have a blank one? I do not. Oh, there's my parts I needed. Okay. I really need to sort out this inventory. Can we do that? Can I do this now? Okay. And then where do I put this in? Let's just see. The Quantum Bridge card is an upgrade card for AE2 and the wireless terminals. Allows linking with wireless terminals to a Quantum Bridge. Put the Quantum Bridge card and a Quantum Entangled Singularity in your wireless terminal and put the other... Oh. Oh, is it in this terminal? Oh. But am I going to need another one of those then? We might need another one of those. Oh, oops. Which means I need more gunpowder. Which is 2 more of those. So 2 more gunpowder like that. We need 2 more like that. So it's that and that. This one, and what was the other one we needed with that? What's this again? Oh yeah, the in the thingy. Okay, cool. Let's quickly sleep, and then we can see if this really works. Oh, the rain. I really don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's so loud, yeah. And let's go upstairs. Do this. There we go. We got ourselves. See, they're also not the same. Interesting. Okay, but nonetheless, let's quickly test it. Iron furnace. Do I have generators? Because I'm just thinking we might need a generator. And then also, where do we place this thing? Can we play? Ooh. Because that's a thing. Can we place it directly in front of this thing? Because I think it would be cool if it's at the back. But that does mean we're going to have to maybe terraform a bit, which I don't mind. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's just a little bit of terraforming over here. Like that. And then I guess we can open this up. Well, not open it up, just make it a bit higher. Like so. And then we can have a torch over here somewhere. Now, this should be just this. And this. Yeah, it's going to need power. Which I don't think it can get in the form of this. No, it can't. So we're going to have to... Oh, it's because it's not a pickaxe. Now, how do you link? Do you link it with dense smart cables? With these? Oh, do you have to link it at the bottom? Okay. So do I have to link it like this? So that's working. Okay, so that's giving it power. And if I chuck that in there... That's fine, but now does that also work for the end dimension? Well, it's always so bright when I come here. So do I literally just do this? I think it's going to need power though. That's the thing. I think it's going to need power. See, it connects to my storage in the overworld. That's fine. But now the question is, can I link this so this becomes a storage and this links up to the overworld? Okay, this video is getting long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly see to making ourselves a little generator that I can plonk down over here, and also making ourselves a storage hub or bus thing to see if we can access our mob drops over here. So I'm going to do that, and then we can test it when I get back. Okay, so I went ahead, crafted another 8 times netherite generator, just plonked some ores in there, added all the bits and bobs we need, added in the quantum singularity or quantum entangled singularity, and nothing. There's none of the nether drops in here, which basically tells me that they bind together in pairs of 2, which we kind of saw earlier. So what I'm thinking, if we go back to the cave base over here and we take this one out, because we currently don't need it. We already have all of this working. So if we take this single one over to the nether part of things and we chuck it in here. Quantum bridge and wireless access points are connected to different networks. Quantum bridge. Oh, okay. So it's not going to work. So basically what that allows us to do is basically use the storage drive that's in the overworld in a different dimension. So we're going to have to look at getting those little quantum different blah, 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 blah. The words, these made real suit the dimensional cards and stuff like that, because that's going to allow us to access it anyway. So basically what this now does is it allows us to access our inventory or storage over here. And then if we come back, no, that's the wrong one. And if we are in the nether or in the end, we can also still access our inventory. So it technically has nothing to do with this one over here. So we can actually rip this out. And I do think what I'm going to do, and I'll show this on camera because I'll then do it off camera. Oh, I'm so scared I lose one of these. So we should have 8 of those. 8 and 1. Okay, that's perfect. So what I do think I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these. So if we say ender chest. Oh, wow, how do I spell that? These. Ender chests. Grab that. Just wool ender pearls and stuff like that. So we can also, I think it's, you take these maybe. And you craft those into blaze rods. There we go. So we got some blaze rods. So I'm going to take... Oh, they're still stuck in here. Perfect. I'm going to make 2 of those in the chest. And then what I'll do is I'll pipe the items from this storage drawer or from this netherite chest into a... Well, this ender chest, where is it now? Oh, I haven't crafted it. Into that ender chest. And that ender chest, I'm going to add a second one to a storage... Maybe over here. Let's keep the mob farms together to a storage right over here. And that will put into drawers on this side that will contain all the different mob drops. I'm not sure if I'm going to use drawers or if I'm just going to use another storage drive. Maybe. But either way, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pipe it all together. We're going to get the mob drops all in the network. So that way we can craft a bunch of the things that we need a whole lot easier. And that's going to be it. That's going to be what we do for this episode. So I know it's been a lot of AE2 and it's maybe not been what we wanted to get to, because we really wanted to get to the auto crafting and stuff, but we did unlock a whole bunch of different things in regards to wireless crafting. We automated some of the Certus blocks there behind us, and we can just quickly check how that's been going, just to see if it's really worth it. Yeah, we've climbed about 500 in that area, but this one's climbed almost about 9,000. We started at 1,000, we're almost on 10. So that's been good. So I'm not too bothered, and I think that should help us in the long run. We're so close to getting that one. We're so close to... So I think what we need to do in the next episode is really get into the auto crafting and slowly start to work our way towards all the mod star that we're going to need. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. So yeah, with all of that said, I think it's time for me to go. So hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't done so yet, do smash that subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments what's your favorite part about all the mods mod pack, and then I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye for now.